This is a 5-minute yapping session. I'm going to be speeding up this entire video, and I'm just going to be talking straight into the camera for 5 minutes, straight yapping. I don't know what it's going to be about. I'm pretty sure it's going to be about Minecraft and the mob vote, because I just want to talk, and I need to get this all out. Let's begin. Minecraft mob vote. Today's year mob vote was very, very silly. It was stupid. Why would you guys pick the armadillo and not the crab? The crab had so much use. Even if it was very, very niche in what it could do, and it was only something like it had to be used in the offhand, and it had to be loaded up with objects and so on, that still fundamentally changes one of the biggest things in Minecraft, and that is how far you can reach. There's a single other object in the entire Minecraft, set of tools that increases your range, and that is the fishing rod, and that is through a roundabout way of doing it. Other than that, I guess you can maybe say the bow and the crossbow because they're ranged items. But other than that, fundamentally changing how far you reach all the time is only ever seen in mods like Create or other things like that. If you were to have the builder's tool, which is what I imagine the crab claw doing, you put that into Minecraft, that fundamentally changes everything. That changes PvP, that changes block placement, that changes so much stuff for ease of access and ease of life. And I'm one of the people that say that the armadillo shell is kind of useless because it's not going to save you from anything. Once you get the elytra, you're not going to be taking your dog anywhere because you're going to be constantly up in the air. And, yeah, it's cute to think about taking your dog everywhere, but how many people genuinely take their dog everywhere? It's mainly just a cosmetic thing. And while that's cool, I would rather have that come second than having it be something that fundamentally changes everything. Armadillo shell could come next, or, after that. We should vote on something that we need immediately and not something that is, oh, well, that's nice. That's how the glow squid won, and the glow squid offers nothing. It doesn't light up your armor, it only lights up signs, and I think, one other thing. It doesn't do anything cool that it could be used for farming or so on if you wanted to farm them or anything like that. Even the penguins had more versatility because at least they sped up boat travel, meaning that if you had an ice bridge or something like that, where you're going Mach fucking 4 or whatever, you get even faster because there's penguins around you now. And then you also have the grace of, fucking dolphins and everything like that. If you put that into the game, that's still more useful than the armadillo shell, because the armadillo shell isn't going to save you from a charged creeper or a creeper explosion or lava unless you do some MLG shit and you constantly are feeding your dog steaks and then you put some water on it. That's the only way we're going to be able to save your dog. And I know that there's the memes out there that it's oh, do we vote for the future or do we vote to save the past? Armadillo and so on and all this other stuff. But we've been robbed so many times of useful mobs from the, what was it, the Tuft Golem? The Tuft Golem, and then the Copper Golem, which was, kind of cool because it could do stuff with redstone, or all the other stuff. But here we are now, and we have another useless mob. But there is something cool that is coming, and that's with 1.21, I think it was, where, now suddenly Minecraft at default vanilla is becoming, a tech mod. That's really cool. With all, the polished stuff, they're actually putting use in for copper. The copper lanterns, that's really cool. Increasing, rates with distance and redstone. Now, I've never been a guy that was really ever really too big into redstone, but that's really, really cool. Let's see, what else? I just think that a lot of Minecraft's, recent things have been really lackluster, and that's not to, even shit on Mojang. They have to put this into other, platforms and other codes and, with Bedrock and so on, and I know people but modders doing all this other stuff, yeah, but you're also having to create stuff for the biggest game of all time and following specific design philosophies and so on of one block at a time and so on, besides the creeper and other things. But other than that, it's still a very hard process. Do I still believe they're lazy? Yeah, but, Alright, 5 minutes is coming up. Thank you all so much for watching for this Yap session. If you want to see more, click subscribe. This is some crazy stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.